morning. And a bit of a mic check. And once more to make sure Razor's behaving itself. Alright, so let's see. Got stuff at the ready. Yeah. Digital housekeeping's done. Wonderful, let's get started.
Yeah.
So, no bits farming today. Just kind of more, not quite fully failing forward, but trying to also just keep in some good practice. So, we'll start, going through 3, 4, 5, and 6s, just one song each. Not even doing the bits quests, actually. I want to leave those deliberately undone for tomorrow. But yeah, we're just gonna spend like half hour, 40 minutes warming up, then try a couple of 10s and 11s, and then hour and a half in, we'll do a pulse check, and then we'll keep doing 9s and 10s and 11s until I need to skedaddle for work. So it should be fun. And yeah, already see a couple people tuning in. Much obliged. Hope your Wednesday's going well. Alright, let's get started. Let's start with some 5s. Alright, let's just use a couple of these for warm-ups, and also see if we can't bump any of them to full combos while we're at it.
Cyber.
bad. Normally I wouldn't be happy, but it's literally our first song of the day, so yeah. I mean, I'm really happy with the accuracy, but I'm a little upset about some of the combo breaks I had. But I mean, we're just warming up, so it's what's gonna happen.
By tears, even if silence.
Yeah, and again, not bad. Still doing really well for accuracy, especially, you know, for having just woken up. Not terrible for combo breaks, but definitely want to maybe revisit these a little later. Just bump them up to full combos. At least at some point anyways. Because truth be told, like, for practice, I should probably be focusing more on 7s and 8s, but just warming up, so it is what it is. Yeah, one more 5, then we'll bump up to 6. I see a couple people have tuned in. Happy Wednesday! think I had one combo break, which was what I went into it with. Still, keeping delightfully close to my PBs, which is ideally what I want, regardless, so very happy about that. Alright, let's step things up to 6s. And same idea. Let's see if we can play a couple. Maybe bump some combo breaks up to FCs. And rock and roll from there. I want to go back to that. Yeah, that had some of the 16th note runs started on a typical, like, not a full-on downbeat. That's actually not too bad. Yeah, so we'll do 1 or 2 other 6s, and then I want to run that back. Hey, Early. Good morning. How goes it? And I'm not sure if I misread Twitter when I first got up this morning. Did you stream earlier today? Yeah, I thought that was the case. Also, I know I've mentioned it already, but that contract clear? Congrats. That's really, really great stuff. Yeah, I still need to get a couple of people's stream schedules better memorized. Yours being one of them, because I know I keep remembering there's one weekday you typically don't stream, and I'm also trying to remember what your weekend status is, because I really need to catch you on weekends. Since, yeah, 4 a.m. on weekdays is not happening for me. Oh, we had two silly combo breaks. I felt my finger literally go between the keys, but PB, we'll take that. Well, that's also my point. I know your stream starts at 5, but that early in the morning, do you know how long it's going to take for me to wake up and be cognizant to try and watch a stream? It's going to take me like an hour. Yeah, thank you. I'm actually really happy about it. Yeah, right now I'm still just warming up, so the fact that on everything I've been doing, I've been within like 20 or 30 of my PBs for the most part, pretty happy. Yeah, I typically have like a 15-minute wind-up from when I'm normally waking up. But if I were to try to wake up like 3 or 4 hours earlier than normal, it's gonna be a lot longer. Alright, after this we'll go to Sounds of Summer, and then we'll bump up to Sevens. Hey, Sparrow, morning! Yeah, glad you're able to make it. I know you said things are busy at work today. But yeah, happy Wednesday to you. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Man, I forgot how much juggling that chart had. That's so much fun. And yeah, really, my boyfriend's kind of like that, in that he has, like, 4 alarms that go off 5 minutes apart each. But then he's 100% awake for sure. But he's a very big fan of the snooze button. Well, I'm not making fun of him because, for me, it's 10 alarms each set, anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds apart. It's rough for me. Speaking of the boyfriend, quick message. Alright. So let's see if we can FC this. Just need to remember there's some off downbeat runs, at least for starts. Yeah, fun chart. Yeah, early, seeing your message on the Discord, yeah, I've heard some similar whispers and rumblings about a patch. It was supposed to drop in January, but it got delayed. I think it's for like bug fixes and things of that nature. Apparently there are some like long-standing issues the Japanese community is a little bit more in tune with. That's the gist of what I've gotten from when I've been crawling Twitter for news on the issue. They do. Like, in all honesty, like, we make a lot of jokes about, oh, Infinitas is crap, we have to do, like, you know, all of this stuff to make it work right, but at the same time, given the sheer variety of, like, things that can affect timing in a music game, and, you know, everyone has different processors, different graphics cards, etc., like, Infinitas is actually a really good client, so... Ooh, only one miss on Bad Maniacs. Alright, so we'll try that for sure. Also, I see a couple more people are tuning in. Thank you. Happy Wednesday. How goes it? Alright, I want to retry that just because that combo break was so early on in the song. One more time. Also, not gonna lie, I relatively recently changed my dashboard setup for my overall stream setup. Oh, so much easier to work with. Such a legendary song. And we were flirting with a PB for a little bit there, so good stuff. Especially towards the end with the jacks on one hand type stuff, which is, I've noticed, a minor weakness of mine. So, the fact that we maintained accuracy as well as we did, good stuff.
completely darkness. Don't need to prepare for it. You just need to die. Welcome as your experience. Die. Searching for your soul. Die. Die. We are die. Playing to die.
The heck did I combo break on? Shit, I'm not sure. One more shot. I also find it really funny that the same key for the initial die sample is the one that they come back to.
You are now entering completely darkness. Don't need to prepare for it. You just need to die. Welcome as your experience. Die. Searching for your soul. Die. 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 We are playing to die. Not enough. I told you. We will be on to
Ugh. Yeah, suspicious misses for sure, both on that first one and the second one in the middle. Oof. A lot of earlies, which is surprising. Something to keep note of. Yeah, I really want this FC. A lot of tricky stuff in it though, like because a lot of like turntable and then 3/4 turntable and 4/4. A lot of easy opportunities to just fudge one note. So fingers crossed. Give it just one more shot, and then that'll be that. I think we'll move on to 8s after this. All right, let's see if we can get our act together. little unhappy I dropped combo, but minus 30 on our PB, considering how frequently we play that. Yeah, I'll take that. Ooh, and hot damn. 93 over 97. That's much better for early late. All right. Yeah, this is a song I need to work on. Or more specifically, with all of the really odd, like, 16th note entry and triplet entries. Since I typically play by sound, this is something I really need to work on, because this is really a sight read song as opposed to using sound. Yeah, PB plus 10. Not bad, not bad. Alrighty, what next? I feel like I should have a better miscount on this. Well, after all of the Black X crossfade play with the pulse checks, that was a lot easier. It's nice to honestly feel a direct result from practicing something. Oh, that was satisfying. And I kind of want to retry Insomnia, because I know a lot of the scales in this have been giving me trouble, just because of the speed. So let's see if we can bump this to a AA, hopefully. Not awful, but I was hoping to do a little better. Alright, that's a decent amount of 8s. Let's bump up to 9s. Also, I can see a couple more people tuning in. Much obliged. Hope your Wednesday's going well. Appreciate you being able to tune in and hang out. Alright, let's look for possible FCs or similar improvements. I'm mainly looking for FCs just because right now I'm trying to focus myself to warm up more in general rather than worry about accuracy just yet. This should be doable. Hey, got it up to a double A. So we'll happily take that. I do want to come back to it, though, because if the only thing that was really giving me trouble were the really quick one-hand trills in the beginning, we should be able to get that, that FC. That, I just need to make sure I come off of the turntables in the middle section a little cleaner. Should be fine. So yeah, we'll revisit that later. And that should be an easy EX. So let's go get it. Almost got the PB, but more importantly, got the EX. So, I know I've EX cleared this in the past. So, let's see if we can get that back.
Can't you see? bass, mash up the place. Are you ready? Machine gun.
No! Oh, I'm going into that, I'm like, the scratch struggles at the end are gonna get me. And they did. Oh, we will come back to that, because there was some earlier stuff in the song that I dropped that I really shouldn't have, so we'll run that back in a moment. Oof, that was terrible on my part. One more time real quick. Oh, that hurts. Especially because of how much I was doing in terms of a PB and getting the double A. That stings. Let's make sure that's on the list. Alright, let's give Miracle one more shot.
Are you ready? Machine gun.
Alright, give this one last shot, then we'll both take a quick stretch break, but also then bump up to 10s.
Mash up the place. Are you ready? Machine gun.
Yeah, we'll get that back someday. Alright. With that, let's bump up to 10s. But first, I'm going to take a quick stretch break, grab another drink, and yeah. So I will be back in about 1 or 2 minutes, and in the meantime, I'll run a 60-second ad. But yeah, then we'll dive into 10s. Alright, see y'all in 1 or 2 minutes. Just a few more seconds, gang, and then we'll jump into 10s. Alrighty. Alright, let's see. And also, let's take a look at the list for 10s. What do we got? Looks like I've got a couple we can try that, based on the notes I've got for them, should be interesting. Toxic Vibration with lots of fast trills, and same thing for Entelekia. So yeah, let's give those a shot. Almost got the A. Stuff. So yeah, let's upgrade that from a to get an A. Alright, and now for Entelekia. Alright. And I see we've still got a couple people tuned in. Much obliged. Hope your Wednesday mornings are going okay. Barely get the A, but fail the 76. That is very 2DX. Might revisit that later. Let's take a look at some of my possible EX clears. Really? Okay. Just got notes about the drums being on 2 and 4, not 1 and 3. Huh. Hey, Twali, good morning! Thank you for the well wishes. How goes your Wednesday? Ah, and now my notes about that song make sense. Alright, let's try that one more time. We can totally get that. Not gonna lie though, my accuracy on it right now is hot garbage for some reason. Oh, that's really good to hear, Twally. Seriously, good sleep, self-care, honestly. Cheers to that. Alright, I'm gonna come back to that, but I want to try to EX another 10 first. And quoting my notes for this, don't be dumb. I've got a couple of songs that have liner notes like that, and this is one of them, so that's always a good sign. So early, I heard that in my head as, it's Twally, and it came off as like this really weird, like, 90s sitcom. It's Twally and the gang. God damn it, I had notes of don't be dumb, and what do I do as soon as I see the triple jacks? Wait, what this? Alright, we're probably gonna try that again. Hey, Kawachi boy, good morning! How goes it? Ah, nice! Best of luck at the arcade with your session. Well, at least you got PBs. But yeah, that stings. It's one of the reasons whenever I go to arcades, the arcades I go to, they operate on a flat rate. So it's just like you walk in and you pay like the equivalent of like 30 credits. But for the rest of the day, you play as much as you want, and everything is essentially on free play. Just because that way you can practice and you don't have to worry about losing, like, you know, half of your credit. Alright, let's try that once more and not be dumb at those jacks that come in 2/3 of the way in. Or at least try not to be dumb.
I get to each three beyond the low. See the valley, the going. It's a nice wonderland. Mad sing a laboration. The laboration is too happy. That's a mind today. It's the picture like shining. That's the light of very moon.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, premium free is only in Japan because you have to actually be Japanese to be able to cheat on your taxes with Pacelli. So let's retry this. What, Tawali, the tax thing? Yeah, that's 100% why Pacelli is a thing. Tax laws in Japan keep getting more and more aggressive on certain types of leisure, especially arcades. And as a result, because of the way that you pay for and how you use Pacelli, it works differently, and so it lets arcades pay less tax. And how do you get everyone on board with using Pacelli? By putting the majority of what should be quality of life features behind a Pacelli paywall. Yeah, after I missed that opening trill, that was not happening. Alright, let's back down from the 10 EX quest for a bit and just do some other 10s. Let's see what's on my list. Ooh, yeah, Bloomin' Feelin'. Both based on what I've got in my notes overall for other 10s, but also Bloomin' Feelin' specifically. Yeah, that'll be good. I'm pretty sure I passed it pre-Infinitas, but it's a stamina check, which I could use right now. Oh, no, it's not freemium at all. Like, it's really just for like, skimping taxes, which is a very Japanese pastime. There we go. Speaking of tax collection, I just remembering, if you've never heard of that film, watch it. It's phenomenal. Let's see if we can bump Risson to Tear up to an EX. I'm just doing a BPM check because of the soft land. Really? Right, they used to have a BPM sort, but it's not in this version. Darn it. $290. Okay. Yeah, those are Pacelli only. Oh! That's easy, early, because I haven't unlocked them yet. I'll be doing that later today. Like, I want to retry Race on de Terre, maybe one other 10, do a pulse check, and then start doing some new 10s. Oh, and I felt my finger slip again. Oh, that. It hurts, but it only hurts my soul. Well, I mean, the other reason that a lot of them have tokens, at least in America, is because you have a lot of games that originally were designed to play on quarters, but the value, it's not worth a quarter anymore in terms of like what you're getting out of the experience just because of inflation or it's an older game, etc. You switch to tokens, you put in 20 bucks worth, you get what would be normally $25 in quarters, and then you kind of get your money's value overall. And then, of course, there's the whole, oh, you've got tokens now, so that money's spent at the arcade, yada, yada, yada. Once more. We'll give that one more shot. Yeah, and like honestly, I'm 100% in favor of both systems like Pacelli, and then also like machines that use swipe cards, so that like you could have one game that costs 5 credits and another game that costs 4.9, and another one that costs 5.2, because then both based on popularity or the length of the game experience, like if it's a game that where you typically like play for 4 minutes on one credit, or if it's another machine that you only get like 60 seconds worth, you can adjust accordingly. And it's also just easier to manage. Plus, with swipe cards, less mechanical parts, which means less failure, because whenever you put a coin in a slot, that's physical action, that's friction. Whereas with a card swipe, yes, there's still physical interaction, but there's much less of it, and it's much easier to replace than a coin mechanism for sure. And I got so caught up talking about arcade pricing, I forgot about the soft land. You know, with the way that the runs have been going, it's probably wise of me not to go for the EX on this right now. So let's do one other 10 and then do jump into the pulse check. Best of luck in Apex, Kawachi boy. Much obliged for you stopping by and saying hi. Ooh. That's actually a good 10 for me to try. And the line notes I've got on it are exciting. Yeah, I've just got a goal here of trying to get an A on this, so we'll leave hardbar for another day because I've got notes of lots of 3-note chords. So that could easily go south. Stupid soft land. Alright. Well, I mean, yeah, you can buy the argument that cash isn't thoughtful. You've got cash. You can buy it. So, hell of a PB improvement, but holy crap. I am glad I had hardbar off. Ugh. Hey, Janet, how goes it? Thanks for tuning in. How goes your Wednesday? So, if I remember correctly, just before we ended the stream yesterday, you requested Casino Fire. So, I was going to jump into my pulse check. But what I think I'm going to do is I'll play Casino Fire. I'll also play the song that Early's talking about, do a quick stretch break, and then do the pulse check. Early, which DPN are you talking about? Because there's a few of them. Wait, normal? There's only 2 of them, and one of them is not in Infinitas, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Thank God. Yeah, so there's a Taku song called Sankyu. It's a 10 on normal. Oh, I thought I passed this. Alright, so Casino Fire, Gigadelic, Stretch Break, and then a Pulse Check. That's a hell of a lineup. Okay. Oh, I've hard cleared this in the past, but before I was on Infinitas, I've hard cleared this. Am I going crazy? I could have sworn Casino Fire was in Spada. Oh, no, it's Tricoro. Okay.
めませ私は一回の騎士とになるそんな言い方をしんだって家庭はただの女の友達もなんでもやっちゃう気になるのでそこへまた聞くと思えればあらけそうなんでしょうね激しくバラすとさせちゃうなんて止まらなはい止まらなはいもうさはすみだ止まらなはい止まらなはい運命のブラック負けたって構わない My happy beat or stand 興奮だってるよこのカップリング最高次は別のシチュエーションでもう一回勝負よ
So about the little girl, or about the girl being a little screamy and having a certain charm to it, that's Denpa. Like, that is what defines it. So yeah, I'm not a fan of Denpa only because the singer tends to be like really off pitch a lot of times because like, oh, they're straining really hard to hit a note, and no, I don't find that cute. I find it annoying because they're getting the note wrong. I mean, not all Denpa is bad, but most of it just it does not sit well with me. So, if I remember correctly, there's several turntable and scratch combos, or scratch and chord combos. And there's also some really unorthodox chord patterns, like similar to the Safari. So this should be fun. got that off the list. Thank goodness. Oh, I completely forgot to mention, my apologies, Janet Winter, welcome back. Like, I know I said hi earlier, but I also meant to explicitly say, welcome back, because I believe yesterday was the first time you had stopped by the stream, and if I'm misremembering that, my apologies. Yep, thank you. I'm just not super psyched about getting the hard clear on this, just because I've had it previously. It's really not too bad, but knowing what tricks it has up its sleeve helps. Alright, I want to play one more song and then I'll do a stretch break and then we'll go into the pulse check for the day. Hardest song. So, first, the songs are rated 1 through 12. And whereas most games, it's a gradual increase, like if we were to graph difficulty, it's not a straight line. The difficulty jumps in this game are exponential, so it's more like a really sharp incline if we were to graph out the difficulty. Having said that, the songs are 1 through 12, and anything that's like a 7 or an 8 and higher is considered, like, expert play. Like, in arcades, if you're passing 7s, you can get the extra stage and stuff like that. You can start doing, like, boss unlocks and things like that. So, anything, like, 7 and up is, like, considered, okay, yeah, you're more than proficient at the game. Now, I'm around, once you get past 9s, it's, even though there's only 10s, 11s, and 12s left, there are like subdivisions within those difficulties. There's actually a lot of fan-made resources that have sub-ratings for songs, like that 10 is a 10.3. That 10 is a 10.9. That 10 is an 11.2. Like, and that's also really true. Like, there are some easy 11s that are really 10s. They just have a high note count. And then there are some 10s that are more like 11s because the note count isn't as high, but the chart itself, it's very technically demanding. So the fan ratings typically are, it's like, you know, something point something, and the decimal usually goes 0 through 9. For 12s, it goes up to 15, so like, it could be a 12.14, for example. Now, me personally, I'm only on hard 10s and easy 11s. I can't even look at 12s seriously. If I were to try playing a 12, I would get decimated. Like, when I'm playing this game to try and get better, typically I will play songs I can't pass, because the only way I'm going to learn how to read harder note patterns or do harder physical things is by just trying them. I'm not going to be successful at first, but that's the only way. If I were to play a 12 right now, I would learn nothing from it. It would just be too overwhelming. Flat out. Like, that's how much of a jump there is. Now, so that's one way to answer the question. The other answer, in terms of the hardest song, so there are some songs, and this is speaking just about, like, 12s that are at the high end. There are some 12s that what makes them difficult is they're just really, really dense. It's a lot of notes, and it's just flat-out speed. Then there are some 12s that are difficult because of the amount of turntable involved. So, normally, when you play 2DX, you're only playing half of what I do. Normally, you only play 7 keys and 1 turntable. I am very much an exception to the norm. So if a song has a lot of turntable, then technically if you might have both hands on the keys like this, to then have to take a hand away or to be kind of straddled to try to rapidly hit the turntable, that can be something else that makes a 12 difficult. Or it could be very tricky chord patterns. So it's kind of hard to say what the hardest song in 2DX is, because one person that's really good at scratching could have a lot of difficulty with flat out just speed, just super, super high note count really quickly, whereas another player could be the exact opposite. Some of the songs that come to mind, though, for hardest songs in 2DX. So we have May, which is a boss song from Happy Sky. Also, one of my favorite songs. Like, actually, I've got the kanji for that song as a tattoo. We also have Mendez, which is another boss song from Troopers. And for singles, I'm trying to remember some of the other heavy hitters. Early, what's typically in Kaiden for SP? I know it's, usually like May or Scorpion Fire. Oh yeah, Beachside Bunny. Which is a more scratch-heavy song. If I remember correctly, the 12 for Beachside is about 2,000 notes, and 600 of them are scratches. But yeah, if you're looking for really, really high-level play, the person that Early mentioned, Dolce, they're one of the best 2DX players in the world, and for a long time they were undisputedly the best. So if you're looking for really high-level play, just do a search for 2DX Dolce on YouTube and have fun. And Okina, morning! How goes it? Happy Wednesday. Appreciate you tuning in and saying hi. Alright, so I'm gonna play one more song, take a stretch break, and then do my pulse check for the day. And I think in the spirit of what we were just talking about, I'm going to try an 11 that I know I have not passed yet. Oh man, that would absolutely murder me. Let's see. Let's give this a shot. This is gonna be fun. Hey Azure, morning. How goes it? Ooh, we can totally pass that. So that's gonna go on the list for sure. And yeah, Janet, more than welcome for the answer. Like, if you've got questions about the game, like, please, like, it's honestly the majority of why I'm here streaming. And the good news is, while 2DX is a very hard game, the home versions that came out for PS2 and all of the current arcade versions have wonderful beginner modes and a play mode called Step Up that, based on what you're passing, gives you new songs to try, and it helps you get better at the game no matter what your skill level is, whether you're doing 1s and 2s or 11s and 12s. So the game has a lot of tools to help you get better and to improve. So yeah, like upper tier play in 2DX, it's very intimidating, but while it is a difficult game, it is a game you can definitely get started in. There are easy things to cut your teeth on and get used to. And then even past that, there's stuff to help you keep improving. So yeah, LED samples that movie a ton. Yeah, there's a lot of failure in 2DX. Like, amongst my friends that play this game, one of the things I like to say is, if you're passing the song, you're doing it wrong. Because that means you're not pushing yourself or playing something that's, like, challenging you. Alright, I'm just putting Laser Cruster on my to-do list, because we can totally pass that with a little bit more effort. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick stretch break, and then I'm going to do my pulse check for the day. So, yep, I'm going to take about 1 or 2 minutes, just stretch and walk for a bit. While I'm doing that, I'll run a quick ad, and then, yeah, we'll do some more practice. Alright, be back in just a moment. Oh, and also, Early's Discord, highly recommended. Wonderful people, very chill, but also a easy way to meet and connect with a lot of other people in the US or outside of Japan that stream 2DX, and a lot of people at a lot of different skill levels. In fact, a lot of the people that are in chat right now, like Twali is also working on 2DX. Okina plays Bimani. I think, Okina, you're more Sound Voltex, if I remember correctly. But yeah, a lot of people, a lot of different skill levels, and it's a great community. Alright, quick stretch break, and then we'll do our pulse check. Be back in 1 or 2 minutes. Oh, absolutely early. By all means. In fact, I've been meaning to ask you about putting a link to your Discord on my Twitch page. Completely forgot I had an ad playing when I answered your question early, but yeah, you can post a link And yeah, I've been meaning to ask you about putting a link to your Discord on my Twitch page. And hey, Burkant! Morning! Happy Wednesday! Alright, just gonna do a little more stretching, and then we'll do a pulse check. Yeah, if you don't have a Discord yet, I would recommend it just because it's an extremely good chat platform with gaming built in mind, but it's also very easy for people to spin up their own servers, so it's easy to have like a Discord that's just about one game, or like, for example, in Early's case, a place for chatting about the live streaming that he's doing, but also people in his community, like what they're up to, etc. So I'd say it's a good tool to get into. Like, some chat programs are kind of a passing fad. Discord's going to be around for a while, so I think it's worth the effort. Plus, it runs out of a web browser if you want. Like, there's desktop versions, there's mobile versions, but it can run right in a browser tab as well. It's very, very robust. Alright, let's do our pulse check. And one thing I'm excited about is it is almost a new month, which means I'm going to be changing some of the songs in the pulse check, and I'm looking forward to going through and making some final decisions on what to change. Alright, let's get started. Gosh, I love that song.
Yeah, Tawali, that, because also the chart, like, I haven't played the Another yet, obviously, but both the normal and the hyper, super fun charts. But also the song, just love it to bits. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow, Janet, much obliged. Thank you. Yeah, I try to limit the number of chat programs I use. I try to only sign up for chat services that I think are going to have long-term like functionality and be worth like having my spread across different platforms for. Discord, easily something I'd recommend, especially if you follow or watch people on Twitch, just because of how easily Twitch and Discord can potentially work with each other, and then the overlap because of the gaming interests and community interests. It's a service worth at least having access to or knowing how to easily use it. That felt pretty good, but I'm not 100% sure how I did number-wise. Let's see. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, decent combo break count, good early late ratio. Alright, now for Black by Crossfade. I am so happy with how much I've improved on this song over the past month. Having this in my pulse check was such a good idea. get this recorded. But Janet, I think I know the song you're referring to. Give me just a couple seconds here. Not bad. I'll take that result. Yeah, I'm probably going to be replacing that with another scratch-heavy song. I'm just not sure which. I'm thinking maybe Snake Stick. And for the song, I want to say it was Back Into the Light? Yeah, very good song by Soda Fujimori. Very good song. Alright, time for the Weasel Pack. So I was doing okay, and then the really quick, like, 16th double jacks in the middle annihilated my stamina for some reason. I feel like I did okay on that combo break-wise, but I'm not sure about my accuracy. Wow, that was a PB +3. Hot damn. And my early lyric ratio is one of the best it's been on that song too. That's legit surprising. I'll take it though. Yeah, I appreciate the weasel joke, Tuali. Alright. Now for Solid State Squad. This is probably one I'm going to rotate out, because I've gotten good at it, and I'm probably going to swap in a different 11. I'm thinking Arabian Rave Knight just because it's from Ninth Dawn. recently I've been flubbing the ending on that song, and I'm not sure why. But the good news is that there's trills in the middle that also have chords thrown in. Those I've gotten a lot better at, and that was actually the main reason I had it on my pulse check, so at least there's that. Alright, last but not least. So accuracy, that wasn't one of my best, but I feel like combo break wise, I did pretty well. Let's see. Yeah, my accuracy was trash, but really, really good at my pores and CBs. But also, that accuracy is a little alarming. But, you know, once I saw I was holding bar, I kind of focused more on that than accuracy, but I'll take it. It is what it is. Whew, okay, so let's see, I've got about 20 minutes left before I need to wrap up. Let's go for 1 or 2 new 10s and then revisit Laser Thruster. Yeah, Dolce's insane. Like, Dolce is just insane. updating my unlock list. Sure. Yeah, I'll play, after Lovely Storm, I'll play Back Into the Light. That shouldn't be too bad. So from roughly the 13th version of the game, Distorted, and newer, doubles charts got a lot more cohesive. And Back Into the Light is from 10 style, which is earlier. So I'm unlocking all of the 10s that are 13 and newer, and then I'm gonna go through all the older ones. But yeah, after Lovely Storm, I'll do Back Into the Light. That one shouldn't be too bad. Plus, it's a wonderful song. Oh, I got the A. That's surprising. I thought I was going to be a little short of it. Yeah, absolutely, Galachi Boy. Absolutely. Also, before I forget... Yeah, Azure, I forgot to, yesterday, you requested Gradius and Conceptual, and I wanted to make a point of it. Really glad that you requested Conceptual, because that has some, like, really technical timing that I need to work on. So I replayed it earlier today before you tuned in. It's really good, so much obliged for that. Hey. Alright, so back into the light. Such a good song. Oh, I know, Quatchy. I was telling Azure because Azure requested it yesterday, and I just wanted to point out it was a really good pick for me, just because I haven't played it in a while, and I was probably mentally avoiding it on purpose. Yeah, no worries. But yeah, also Nornir, probably gonna be a similar situation. I usually don't play Chrono Diver Nornir because I just vastly prefer Chrono Diver Fragment, but Nornir's got some good stuff in it, so I'm actually looking forward to that. But for now, two-step pop trance, which is a hell of a genre combo. Oof. So that's basically like Illuminate's younger brother, but with more chords. Then again, they're both sort of Fujimori songs, so that's kind of not surprising. I'm gonna put that on the list, because that's gonna be good for me to practice. And that actually might replace Illuminate, but we'll see. Hey, Akira Yamoka fan, how goes it? Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I should have time. I've got about 10 minutes left for the stream today, so I should be able to. I've got a couple of requests in front of that, but I should be able to get to that. Alright, let's see. So right now we've got... yeah, Chrono Diver Nornir, and then Hope of Tomorrow. Alright. Huh, I thought... I could have sworn, Nornir was a 10. Ooh, is it an 11? Ooh, it is. But I do see a lot of my rivals have it EX cleared, so that's a good sign, kind of. All of the rivals I have, they're all legendary players from Japan, so... But at the same time, if I see lots of, like, either EX clears or full combos, that lets me know it's on the easier side of things, so... yeah, let's give this a shot. Yeah, glad to hear it, Yamoka fan. Oh, wow, that was a heck of a stamina drain, but it's LED. I should have expected that. We got the B, though, which I'm happy for. That's usually what I'm, with 11s, typically that's what I'm striving for, is that if I can at least get a B on it, that means I was fairly accurate throughout. Whew. Nornir? Yeah, it's pretty good. So with Pendule, the 20-second version of the game, it had this time travel plotline, and depending on literally when you played the game, it could either be in the present or the future. Chrono Diver Nornir is basically the menu music for the future version, and then there's Chrono Diver Pendulum. Or no, sorry, Chrono Diver Fragment, which is basically the present. And then Talisman is kind of a combo of the two. And it was a boss song. Yeah, really good stuff. Oh, and yeah, Fragment is gorgeous. Also, Janet, if you like the sound of Fragment, that's by Nekomata Master. He has a very distinct sound. Another song that's very much like Chrono Diver Fragment is Rainbow After Snow, which is one of my all-time faves. So Remy Wiki is kind of like the, it's a fan run wiki for basically everything Bimani. There is a Japanese Bimani wiki that's fan run that has a lot, but that's more like arcade focus, like what's happening in the games. But for like who did what song, what remix, etc., Remy Wiki's your go-to. But that's the Remy Wiki page for Nekomata. Let's see. Hope of Tomorrow. Is it not in Infinitas? Because I remember that song. Ah, it's The Hope of Tomorrow. Right. So that another is likely going to destroy me, just like Back Into the Light did. So I'm gonna play it on Hyper as a bit of a stamina break because I want to retry Laser Cruster before wrapping up. I will be a little ambitious. I should be able to hard clear this. There shouldn't be too many shenanigans in it, so... Lot of good Soda Fujimori requests. Much obliged, gang. Why did I miss that drum roll? What is wrong with me? Huh. Hey, Fake X Diamond! How goes it? Much obliged for tuning in, saying hi. And yeah, I can do quickening. At this point, because I do want to wrap up soon-ish, I would hold off on requests. Feel free to make more requests if you want. I just be aware I won't be getting to them today. Alright, so I want to replay Hope of Tomorrow without hard bar. I should be able to hard clear this, but just in case, I'd like to play it through. Then we'll do quickening, and then laser cruster, and then we'll be wrapping up. One second, something's up with my dash. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's retry this and not be an idiot this time. And then after that, we'll have quickening. And then retry that 11. Yeah, I shouldn't be missing that drum roll as badly as I am, but let's blame it on me being tired. Yeah, that sounds like a valid excuse. Ooh, yeah, that 10 is not a good idea right now. And since there is an 11 I want to retry, I'm just going to do the 7 for now. But I'll grab all of it because that 10's something I'm going to be playing eventually. Famous last words. This shouldn't have shenanigans. Let's turn on hard bar. Oh yeah, more than welcome, Yamoka fan. It's a it's a great song. It's a classic. Uh, and yeah, I just sorry that I'm not pushing myself a little harder for the another right now because yeah, I do have that 11 I'm going for. But no, everyone's making great requests, and even still, like, never be afraid to request songs. I did recently hit affiliate, so I've got channel points enabled. But when I turned on affiliate, not last night, but the night before, by the time I streamed yesterday, I actually still didn't have access to the tools to like change or tweak them. And last night after work, I was super busy. But I'm planning on making song requests a points thing that's just insidiously cheap, like maybe 10 points or something like that, just so that way it can go into the actual request handler that Twitch has, so then I don't forget stuff. But the point being, request songs anytime. Like, never be afraid to ask for something. Like, I want to be playing stuff you guys want to hear, or taking requests because then it promotes discussion and chatter. Like, it's win-win for everyone. So yeah, more than welcome. Such a good song, and that chart was a lot more fun than I was expecting. And yeah, got a lot of good flashbacks to the chart for Quickening in Dance Maniacs, which is a hell of a game. And if I remember correctly, I think Quickening was a boss song in, I want to say, Beatmania, like the original 5 key. But yeah, great song. Oh, Janet, the song requests for channel points, it's built into Twitch. I'd go more into it, but A, it's not fully set up, and that's my fault. And B, I'll do more of a spiel on it, once it's live, and also I'm not trying to wrap up the stream. Speaking of which, let's retry Laser Cruster. I'm actually really excited about this, because I think I can pass it. That's it. Yeah, it's you get points just by watching. Like, literally just watching the stream. It'll tick up over time, and every now and then it'll have a chest that you can click on, which gives you a bonus, basically, hey, are you actually watching? But then depending on the channel, the person can set up custom rewards for the points, like giving a shout out, or a lot of 2DX or Bimani streamers, it'll be request a song, stuff like that. So I only just got access to it a night and a half ago, so I haven't had time to properly configure it. But you can get like 10 points within a span of a couple minutes, I think. And that's probably what I'm going to make song requests, because the other thing is by you redeeming it to make a song request, whatever you type in for the request, it'll go into a queue on my side. So it'll make it a little easier for me to manage song requests just so I don't accidentally forget anyone. So well, at least we beat our previous attempt, but I'm definitely going to be replaying that in the near future. I'm pretty sure before I started playing on Infinitas, the private server that I was playing on, I don't think I had that cleared. So I think that's going to be a new 11 to aim for. So. Alright, so honestly, I'd love to keep streaming because it's been a great morning so far. I'm doing really well for overall reading and accuracy, and I've got a wonderful group in chat. So unfortunately, I do have to get to work, so we do need to wrap up. But of course, we have to play this first. And with that final incandescence, that is going to be the stream for today. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in. I can definitely say past like week or two, I've had a lot more people tuning in and saying hi, and I really appreciate it, because practicing 2DX is very much a grind, so having company along the way makes a huge difference. And thank you to Early, Sparrow, Tualia Molar, Kawachi Boy, Janet Winter, Okina TV, Azure, Burkant, a Kitty Gamoka fan, Fake X Diamond. Thank you all so much for helping keep chat awesome and requesting songs and, you know, being great people. And Janet, much obliged for the follow earlier. So I'm not going to be streaming later tonight. I might, over the upcoming weeks, have a couple, maybe once or twice a week. I might be doing some bits farming weeknights, but probably not for the rest of this week. And for the upcoming days, I'm probably just going to have my morning stream as normal. So tomorrow morning, I might do some bits farming, or I might do some more kind of failing forward, kind of general practice like we did today. But until then, take care and be safe, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a great Wednesday. It's always nice when you wrap up, you see a ton of DJ points flood in. Always a good thing. Alright, everybody. Cheers.